I want to talk about the new financial literacy. The new financial literacy has to do with how we can optimize the use of our money, the money that we're making, so that we can have more money for investing, have more money to enjoy, have more money to save, have more money available to buy the house that we need and the education that we want, have more money available to do the things that we need. And how do we do that? By minimizing the costs all the way around. Minimize your costs. Do you know that's why people clip coupons? They clip coupons to minimize their costs so they can buy more stuff. They minimize the cost. People who are in business minimize their costs. People who run restaurants. So if they're running a restaurant, they're going to minimize their costs. Do you realize that restaurants do not take advantage of all of the discounts that are available to them? Does anybody know why restaurants do not take advantage of all the discounts that are available to them when they're buying their food? Does anybody know?
Taxes?
Nope, that's not it. It's close, but it's not it. Here's the thing. Because of the discount, they could get a great discount and knock a ton off a pound of vegetables, okay? They pay for their vegetables by the pound. What if they could get that thing so low, they can get a truckload of vegetables, Leland? Why is that not a good idea? Does anybody know? Michelle says it would spoil. You're right. So this is why we can't take advantage of all of the discounts without understanding what the benefit would be. So listen, I can get a whole truckload of vegetables at this price and then lose money because of waste, because it would spoil. Folks, we have to understand money that is in a way that's going to benefit us and stop thinking like consumers and start thinking like a bank. What banks do is that they optimize the use of all of their money so that they can pay the least amount of money to borrow your money. Do you know banks have gotten so wise that even though they pay us pennies on the dollar for the use of our money, do you know that they found a way to get that money back from us, the money that they pay us? Do you realize they found a way to get that back? And they've learned how to borrow our money for less than free? Does anybody know how banks borrow our money for less than free? So, Don, what could be less than free? How do banks borrow our money for less than free? Anybody know?
Membership fees.
Oh, there you go, my man. That's what we're talking about. So they pay us a little bit of money to encourage us to get in there, all right? But then they charge us fees. So not only do they get the money back that they paid us, it costs us money to keep our money in the bank so that they can make money with our money. We have to pay them. Lord have mercy. So that they can use our money to make money with. Man, oh man. Listen. If that doesn't want to make you turn the tables around so that you can get it so that banks can pay you to use their money. Does anybody know how we can get the banks to pay us so that we can use their money? Who's got an idea about that? Anybody?
That method you talked about.
That's one way. Steve Mack says equity. That's another way. We can get equity faster and cheaper. We can get banks to pay us through the equity we receive. Is there another way? Okay. Using the P.I.L.L method. That's what Leland said. That's another way. Does anybody know of another way that is so common, it's right in front of us, that we can get banks to pay us for using their money? What about credit cards that have benefits that pay us in either cash or miles so that we can get great benefit for using someone else's money? Does anybody use credit cards so that they get their benefits for free, cash back for free, miles for free? Does anybody know how to use credit cards that way? Have you ever done that? All right, let me take a look here. Reward points. Donna England says, yes, she has. Listen, folks, there are so many different ways so that we can use the bank's money so that they will pay us to use their money so that we can get a big old benefit.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.